A terrifying scenario unfolds as torrential rain and merciless winds rock the holy city. The pilgrims, defying the storm, are brutally pushed aside, thrown to the ground like expendable parts, revealing a visceral demonstration of divine strength and wrath. This chaotic tumult, where the elements unleash an unrelenting fury, undeniably signals that the day of judgment looms imminently over the Muslim community. Nature, as the messenger of destiny, paints a bleak and inescapable picture, solidifying the belief that the moment of truth for the faithful is quickly approaching. Waves of merciless rain lashed different regions of Saudi Arabia, transforming the kingdom into a whirlwind of remarkable events that have lasted since last week. Be prepared for a dizzying journey as we plunge headlong into this whirlwind of extraordinary events that have left the planet perplexed. In Mecca, Islam's holiest city, the narrative takes a dramatic turn as it becomes the epicenter of a sudden and overwhelming flood. The shockwaves of this unexpected event not only shake the spiritual hearts of believers, but reverberate across the globe. In this video, we invite you to embark with us on an exploration that unravels the mysteries of this breathtaking enigma. We are not just superficially exploring, we are hurtling headlong into the heart of the storm, questioning whether what we witness is simply nature taking its course or whether there is something deeper, perhaps even prophetic, hidden beneath the surface of the tumultuous waters. Be prepared for an intrepid journey as we unravel the enigma of flash floods in Mecca. Was this just a natural hiccup, or were we witnessing cosmic forces at play? This is no ordinary exploration. It's an immersion into the unknown, where each revelation opens a new chapter in Mecca's story, and we're here to guide you through every twist and turn. The unbelievable has happened in Mecca. The city that houses the spiritual heart of Islam was recently catapulted into the spotlight in a dramatic natural scene involving a flash flood that defies all expectations. Prepare yourself for an extraordinary narrative that transcends the ordinary and delves into the unexplored depths of a phenomenon that intrigues and fascinates. I understand what you are thinking, Mecca. The holiest city hit by a flood is the kind of plot twist you would expect in a blockbuster movie, not in reality. Yet here we are, face to face with this unexpected calamity, and the question on everyone's mind echoes: why Mecca? This goes beyond just one city facing challenges, involves a sacred place where millions gather for spiritual journeys in search of comfort and connection. The impact goes far beyond the borders of Mecca. It touches the entire nation of Saudi Arabia. The aftermath of this surprising natural event leaves us perplexed. It's not just about a city dealing with the consequences. It is about the shared experiences of a community and an entire nation, leading us to accept the unexpected and its widespread effects. Now, I understand, this is not typical news. Mecca and flood in the same sentence are as surprising as they sound. But wait, because the evidence is there, etched into the streets and structures of this holy city. We are not just dealing with theories. We have hard evidence in the post-flood images of flooded streets, sacred places struggling against the waters, and a nation left picking up the pieces. The world, our global village, is perplexed, yearning for answers. This isn't just a local event. It's a seismic moment. That's a seismic moment that's sparking conversations around the world. As we unfold this chapter, we are not just spectators. We are investigators searching for the truth behind this unimaginable occurrence. From sacred rituals to shared prayers, the impact on the spiritual and communal fabric of Mecca is undeniable. 2. The fury of Mother Nature in Saudi Arabia. Now, let's break the stereotype. When you think of Saudi Arabia, what comes to mind? Probably a vast desert under the scorching sun, right? Well, hold on to your hats, because recent events have opened the curtains to a completely different reality. Mother Nature has unleashed her fury, and Saudi Arabia is no longer confined to the narrative of an arid landscape. let us present the undeniable proof. Flash floods causing chaos, torrents of rain descending where endless deserts once dominated. Streets once covered in sand are now submerged, reshaping the arid landscape into a spectacle that defies all expectations. Need convincing? Take a look at the images and videos that depict flooding in regions that rarely saw drops of rain. These images are not just and shows. They are windows into a climate transformation, a narrative rewriting challenging entrenched perceptions. What was once arid and seemingly resistant to rain has undergone a radical change, evident in the stark contrast between what was and what is, vividly captured in the images that portray a reality that surpasses imagination. We're not just witnessing strange weather. It's as if Mother Nature has pressed the reset button on Saudi Arabia's entire climate story. You know, the usual image of a dry desert. Well, she's getting a major reality check. We're not just speculating. The proof is right there in the soggy streets, an unexpected battle against flooding. It's as if Mother Nature is throwing a curveball, making us question everything we thought we knew about Saudi Arabia. The idea of this land being arid and dry forever is undergoing a major transformation. This isn't just a crazy theory. It's happening right before our eyes. The forces of nature are pushing the limits, making us scratch our heads and wonder what's behind these crazy storms. It's not just a weather report. It's a whole new chapter in Saudi Arabia's climate story, where the lines between dry and soggy are getting seriously blurred. So let's immerse ourselves in this unfolding saga. Saudi Arabia, once synonymous with extremes, now finds itself navigating the capricious dance of drought and flood, orchestrated by Mother Nature. This paradoxical shift is more than a mere climate anomaly. It is a profound transformation evident in the saturated landscapes and the unforeseen fight against flooding. The essence of the country's climate narrative is undergoing a visible evolution, challenging long-held perceptions and inviting us to reevaluate our understanding of this Arab kingdom. As we witness the unexpected battle against nature's tantrums, we are compelled to question the significance of this climate paradox for Saudi Arabia's future and how it reshapes the narrative of a nation caught between the dichotomy of extremes. As you browse this segment, consider the transformation captured in these images. A dry desert is now a canvas for the stormy forces of nature, forcing us to reevaluate our understanding of Saudi Arabia's climate. Stereotypes are being challenged, and the proof is undeniable. Mother Nature's fury is an unexpected protagonist who rewrites a nation's script and leaves us questioning what lies beneath the surface of this climate paradox. 3. Understanding the storm. Now, let's dive into the heart of the matter. Intense rains, the maestro orchestrating the destructive storms that ravage Saudi Arabia. We are not talking about ordinary rain. We're talking about record-breaking downpours, leaving devastation in their wake. It's not just wet streets. It's about the profound impact on homes, infrastructure, and crops. In some heartbreaking cases, lives have been tragically lost, underlining the severity of these climate disruptions. Let's dissect the evidence behind this abrupt increase in severe weather. This is not a random event. It is the result of complex atmospheric dynamics that require some understanding. The proof is not only in what we see post-event, submerged streets and infrastructure in disarray, but also extends to concrete data. We're not talking about disorderly chaos. We're delving into the complexities of how the atmosphere behaves. It's not just about flooded roads and their consequences. It's about analyzing the numbers, the measurements, the scientific data that unequivocally support our claim. The evidence goes beyond visible impacts, providing a comprehensive picture of the climate change at play. So get ready for a journey into the scientific realm where the complexities of atmospheric dynamics reveal themselves, explaining the reasons behind this unexpected increase in severe weather conditions. Look at the records and you'll see rainfall measurements that come off the charts. We are talking about numbers that defy what we would normally expect in this region. It's not just rain. It's a change in weather patterns, a divergence from what we thought we knew about Saudi Arabia's climate. The evidence is clear in the data points that meteorologists and climate scientists have been tracking. Records being broken, standards changing, and nature throwing us a curveball. So when we say heavy rain, we're not just describing a wet day. We are pointing to hard data that illustrates a significant change from the norm. It's as if the climate script has been rewritten, and the evidence is recorded in the numbers and trends that researchers are painstakingly analyzing. This is not speculation. In fact, based understanding of why Saudi Arabia, known for its arid climate, is dealing with an unexpected increase in heavy rainfall. Let's paint a vivid picture of what we mean by heavy rain. It's the kind that transforms arid landscapes into momentary watery worlds. Imagine this: the once parched earth, unprepared for such downpours, soaking up the rain like a thirsty sponge. The result is flash floods that take everyone by surprise. It's a climate paradox, a situation that defies the usual narrative of Saudi Arabia's climate. Visualize the usual barren terrain transforming into a scene reminiscent of a water world. This is not the typical script for Saudi Arabia. It's a climactic twist defying preconceived notions. An earth accustomed to scarcity is suddenly overwhelmed by abundance, creating a surreal and unexpected spectacle. It's a reminder that nature can surprise us, pushing the limits of what we assume about the climate in this part of the world. Now, let's get academic for a moment. We're not meteorologists, but we're not just shooting in the dark either. We're delving into the complexities of Saudi Arabia's weather patterns, exploring the unexpected dynamics that contribute to these climate roller coasters. It's not just saying it rained a lot. We are looking at atmospheric pressures, wind patterns, and moisture content. It's the details that explain why a region known for its aridity is suddenly dealing with torrents of rain. It's not just about flooded houses or destroyed crops. It's about understanding the science behind storms, deciphering that mystery that allows us to not only unravel the immediate consequences, but also pave the way for proactive measures to mitigate future risks. So, let's explore this story, connecting the dots between heavy rains, changes in the climate, and challenges that no one expected. As we delve deeper into this interesting subject, it becomes clear that the waters that are flooding the streets of Mecca are not just because of a quick rain, but rather the result of serious changes in the climate. Think with me about the complexity of intense rain, something somewhat rare in these parts. Now, they have become an essential part of this climate puzzle. The connection between these rains and the things that are happening in the climate around the world cannot be ignored. There are changes in weather patterns, sea temperatures, and other factors that contribute to crazy weather events in places that no one expected, which messes up all the forecasts. When we see the photos showing the damage caused by the floods in Mecca, it becomes clear that we need to understand how the forces of nature and the things we do are so interconnected. Population growth, cities growing too quickly, and changes in the way we use land can increase the problems caused by climate change, leaving communities more vulnerable to extreme events.